So you know I said I played Civ 5 yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't mention that I played for about 8 hours.
Oh Christ! So this has been your whole weekend then?
Pretty much.
Playing Civ 5, playing some more
Yep.
Civ 5.
Yeah, I'll probably play some more Civ 5 whenever you're next free.
Yeah, yeah. So you'll
After
be
work.
well practiced.
Come.
Oh no, no,
What?
no!
What are you
Oh,
knowing
they
at?
just hit me to the Uffizi, and I was one turn off. Oh,
Rip. Ruined.
oh, that's
Go get him. Assemble the fleet.
that's time to burn the world again.
That's what I've been doing for the past 100 turns.
Makes it very easy for me to decide what I'm going to do next, at least.
Right, finally got rid of the rampaging knight. Now I just have to fix everything.
Were you just bombarding him with your city, or
Well, he was out of range of my city even. He was just going around the outside, ruining everything. Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles that he's
on
plundered.
fire?
Yeah.
Ouch. That's not good.
It's not. It's pretty annoying, actually. And take their trade route and then immediately run away so they can't hit me. Ah, right. Well, that's that sorted, I guess.
Very good.
And now we're getting to that stage where it's gonna lag again. Hooray!
Sending so much data back and forth.
Surely can't be sending that much. Surely. Ugh. I mean, us talking's probably sending more data than the game. Your city becomes religious. This city again, it's been religious for about 3 years.
Yeah, it keeps doing that with me with one of those that I took over. It doesn't seem to get the concept of what religion is. I don't think.
Whatever. The game doesn't understand. I see. Obviously they're not programmed it right.
It's about right.
Got another great engineer as well.
Very good, very good.
Might just YOLO Oxford University, send it to Delhi. In fact, I don't even need to do that, it's 3 turns. I'll build it anyway. Right. There's so much land for me to work. So much
Just
of it.
sort of fill in because you've got all of that stuff you took.
Yeah. And I got about 50 million workers as well. Just from capturing them all. At least it makes it easier for me. Got that going for me.
Works, it works.
Yep. Go on, let the lag begin. I don't understand why it takes so long for this.
It does seem a bit excessive.
Yeah. A little bit.
Especially since at the start of the game it stays on 36 ms.
Yeah. So I don't really get what's going on here. I mean, it did it a couple of times when you crashed.
Yeah. But that's sort of justifiable because my internet blew up. It's not I'm doing it constantly, just
It's like
when the
every
thing
10
blew.
turns. It'll
Yeah,
do it for about 5 turns and then bugger off.
Who knows?
Feel like there's some hacks going on.
Yeah,
They don't want us to
it's
finish
me
the
with the
game.
lag switch. It's
Oh yeah, lag switching. Oh, I'm up to 52 culture. Very good.
the sound of that.
Fantastic, fantastic for this stage in the game. Oh, it's lagging again. I think it's just the game lagging because there's so much going on.
Yeah. That sounds like the more likely one.
Wish it'd hurry up. We need to get that. Well, actually, no, because we have to do the whole making it into fake DLC BS, don't we?
Yeah. As I say, it's one of those things where if we were looking at if this was 2014, we're starting doing it, it'd be worth doing it.
Not so much
But
now.
Since tour, it's it'd be a bit unnecessary.
Yeah. Especially if you're going to go out and buy Civ 6. Even.
Yeah. Well, as I say, this is more the farewell tour than else.
Yeah. We'll probably still play it again, though.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Probably still come back.
All that DLC. Have they put the features from Civ 5 into Civ 6, or are they DLC locked and like Civ 4?
What do you mean?
I mean, like Civ 5 didn't start with a religion mechanic or a trade mechanic or anything like that, despite the fact that it was in Civ 4.
No, they've got like religion and
because they decided
like
to
that.
carry it across in as sort of paid content.
I feel like there's additions that will probably be made though. Like, I think they've already added a bunch of new civs in.
Oh yeah.
And just based on like past and how they've done it in the past, they're probably going to do like expansions like Brave New World and Gods and Kings.
Yeah. See, I liked I think it was called Beyond the Sword for Civ 4, and that added businesses.
All right.
And
Yeah.
it was basically like the late game religion mechanism, where you did hostile takeovers and spread your corporations and things like that.
All right. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I played Civ 4. I think you might have gifted it me a long time ago.
Yeah.
I just never played it.
It's one of those that having there was a lot of cool features in it, and it was good at the time. but it's sort of having played Civ 5, it's not aged well in comparison.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
like it didn't use a hex grid; it was all squares, so all the
Oh, right.
pleasant.
Okay. Oh, let's do. Oh, it's the same city that's become religious. Nice meme.
Unless it just yeah, because it's I assume you're talking about Vijayanagara or whatever it is. I
Yep.
suppose because it's got 6 followers of vinegarism. I suppose every time it makes a new, every time it gets a new population, it might flip to a different thing because
Yeah, I
it's
suppose
still got
that could be
hinges
what
a
it's
bit of
doing. Yeah.
mining, so it might just it might be just flipping backwards and forwards a bit.
Yeah, probably. I get a free tech. What do I want? That.
Probably industrialization,
Sure.
if you mind.
Well, I would have picked that one if I wasn't already on it, and it requires about what 8 science for me to finish it.
Ah, yeah, that's
Wouldn't have been a waste at all.
scientific theory.
I
Public
don't have
schools,
that one
academy
open yet.
science yield.
Oh, I've already got that one. I think
Um,
I can't remember.
what else is up that end? Rifling, archaeology.
Oh no, I had to do one before.
I
Oh,
think
what was it that
I
one?
think if you've got scientific theory, you could jump to electricity.
Oh no, that wasn't what I got. What was I got? Oh, right, I see. I got metallurgy.
Uh,
Metallurgy.
metallurgy.
Yeah, whatever that is. I didn't want to waste. I just went for the one that was the most turns
I
because I get the most out of it, and that was 5. So I took that one. It was that or navigation.
yeah.
But I've not got acoustics yet, so I can't get to scientific theory. So maybe that's what I should do. Probably worthwhile.
We'll get there sooner or later. Oh my goodness, I can see all of your faith-generating desert now.
Oh yeah, the Petra City. OP.
So, and I can see one of those holy sites that you made out of dead holy person.
There's several of them about.
It's the religion graveyard.
Yeah, this is where your religion goes to die. Can you see it now? Can you see?
I can see Mumbai now.
Can you see how it's 1 turn away from 28 pop?
No, it
It's
doesn't
very
show
good.
me that. It shows you.
Oh, yeah, I guess it wouldn't show you that, but I guess you can see it's 27 pop.
Yeah, that's pretty beast. Look at it overflowing, spilling over the sides of the river. You can see Petra there, just in the. Yeah, that's why it's so big,
Yep.
isn't it? It's all that food you're getting from desert tiles. For some reason.
Yeah, but it's on a river, so it's only ones that aren't next to the river.
I like that oasis
That's got 4 food, yeah. It's pretty good.
See, that's pretty good because floodplains are a good thing for food anyway.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, as you can see.
I mean, Egypt's got a bias for floodplains because it's sort of like the Nile.
Oh, right, so they get better
Well, yeah,
floodplains than
all
desert.
civs when they start, they have a bias to a certain environment. It doesn't always guarantee it or anything like that, but it sort of
Right.
leans you towards it. So, like Babylon normally starts near something that can produce science, so either jungle or mountains. Yeah,
But it doesn't necessarily do this. And more often than not, you don't get it.
Yeah, it's just if it's available.
Right.
Yeah, it's good.
You can probably see evidence of rampaging knights as well, which I'm currently in the process of repairing.
Nice.
And I got another worker. Let's take it, because I totally need more. Give me 16 gold there, please. Going back to Civ 6 though, you know how you build roads in this game?
Yeah.
You don't do that with workers in Civ 6.
Oh.
You send trade routes to cities, and that's how the roads are built.
Oh, okay. So it's like travel to places. It's
Yeah.
oh, that's quite good.
So it's like the merchants make the road.
Yeah, that's quite a good way of doing it. Actually, I think.
Yeah, I liked it. So you end up having like roads going like in random directions. It's more realistic rather than building just like a straight road from your capital throughout all your cities. You can have roads coming out from all your cities into different areas. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's quite nice too.
But I think you're still limited in how many trade routes you can have. But if you do get it, then should be interesting. I've not played it that much to know how I'm not as good as Civ 6 as I am Civ 5.
Yeah, well, you've had quite a bit more practice on this one, I think. So.
A little bit, yeah. And I used to watch like guides for this game as well, just to improve me a little bit more, I guess.
Yeah.
Whereas with Civ 6, I've not really done that. I've just kind of
dived in.
Played it.
Oh, I do love looking at the capitals after, when you get to sort of this end of the game and you can just see all those massive numbers of wonders in there.
Yeah, right. It's excessive.
The Hagia Sophia, Great Lighthouse, Oracle, Great Library, Himeji Castle, Leaning Tower of Pisa, Porcelain Tower. There's just so much, and it's such a bizarre combination. See Big Ben in the middle there. It's beautiful.
Hi, Big Ben.
Best Ben. And I can see you with your Stonehenge and your hanging gardens and
East India.
Very nice. Oh, you got the what's it called as well? Forgotten what it's called. That Siamese palace thing.
Angkor what?
Yeah, that's it. Angkor Wat.
Yeah.
I would say I do like that they spawn that they've got little sprites for it.
Yeah.
For the wonders.
It shows you actually building it. Well, again, going back to Civ 6, you have to actually put them on a tile around your city. It's not built in your city.
Oh, that's interesting. So you'll have to be a bit more selective about things, then, won't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and each wonder will only allow you to build it in like certain conditions.
Oh.
So like, I've forgotten what the name is. I think it might be Stonehenge.
Yeah.
But you need to build Stonehenge next to a holy site, which is another thing you've got to build like in a different tile. It's like all expanded. Like rather than building just in your city, you've got to build around it.
Oh, that's quite a clever idea. So there's a bit of city planning in there as well.
Yeah, right.
Huh. It's quite good.
Yeah, it's a very different game, but it's all right. I think personally I prefer how Civ 5 plays, but I can see how it's different.
Yeah, well, it's only like Civ 5 was completely different to Civ 4.
Right.
So they took a load of they changed the whole interface. They changed it to a hex grid and made it more like Risk.
Yeah, right. So in 10 years when Civ 7 is out, they'll probably completely change it.
Yeah, we'll be massively complaining about that and saying that, I suppose it's a different kind of game.
Yeah.
We're just such old
Pretty
men.
much.
We can't handle change anymore.
No, change is bad. Right, I'm gonna get that random coal online that you pointed out like 3 years ago. I think I've only got one coal in my empire as well, which is hilarious.
Nice.